Fives and Echo are among Star Wars' most famous ARC troopers, but they weren't intended to ever be ARCs. Unlike Null class and Alpha class ARC troopers, Fives and Echo were promoted into the role, as eventually were Kix and Jesse. All four of these clones have something interesting in common though. All of them were from the 501st Legion. In this video, we'll be theorizing about why that seems to have been the case.
Attention, Sergeant on deck!
The only clones that we know of that were promoted to ARC Trooper were those four. Fives, Echo, Kix, and Jesse. It's possible that Colt, Blitz, and Havoc were promoted to the role too, but there's no way of knowing this for sure. All of the ARCs that we know for a fact were promoted were from the 501st Legion, which is a strange pattern, especially if the other three were OG Alpha class ARC Troopers, which, considering that they were stationed on Kamino, has a very solid chance of being the case. The first ARC Troopers, discounting the Nulls, were Alpha class ARC Troopers, a line of 100 clones that were essentially pure copies of Jango Fett. They were highly independent, devastating combatants, and they all shared Jango's standoffish attitude. Once they became integrated into the Republic war machine following the first Battle of Kamino, demand from them rose drastically, and so, around the same time Alpha 17 began training clone officers to be more like ARCs, clones that displayed ARC-like qualities were redesignated as full-on ARC troopers. Given the qualities required for a clone to receive this promotion, it's not impossible that so many promoted ARCs came out of the 501st because the 501st, under General Skywalker and Captain Rex, fostered such behavior. The men of that unit were handpicked for their skill, of course, so it does stand to reason that more of them were fit to become ARC troopers. But it's also not impossible that there was a darker reason for the lack of ARCs from other units. What if more clones from the 501st became ARCs because, in a sense, they were protected? Anakin and Rex cared deeply for the men under their command, and they encouraged the development of ARC-like skills, and it's a fair bet that they were usually on the lookout for them as well. The same was not true for most other units. Most Jedi generals didn't even know what to really look for in an ARC trooper candidate, and few commanders had a desire to send clones who were usually their best men off to be reassigned. And in some units, especially those that were under close observation from the Kaminoans, it's possible that clones who expressed ARC-like traits were killed. We've talked a lot about the Kaminoan view of defective clones on this channel before, and it's no secret that their preferred method of dealing with clones that they viewed as uncomfortably independent was euthanasia. The Kaminoans were so concerned about the independent nature of original ARCs that they literally put them in stasis and kept them that way until battle droids breached the defenses of Tipoca City during the first attack on Kamino. It's not a stretch to think that they would kill off potential ARC candidates behind the backs of the Jedi. But that's just a theory, a Star Wars theory. But what do you think? Do you agree with our suspicions, or do you think we're stretching it a little bit thin here? Let me know in the comments section below, and if this theory could be expanded on in any way, shape, or form. And just before you go, guys, you know the drill. Make sure you check out all of those links in the description below to join the wider Geetsly's community on our Discord servers, our Geetsly's gaming network, the Patreon if you want to help support the channel more, and my second channel for all of those history buffs out there, where we discuss the niche and unknown topics of World War II. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.